It's time for you to identify what you want. When a guy approaches you, one thing should be instinctual, that he is only seeking sex, as otherwise being apparent, given the response of him gazing down your ass, only indicates this approach further. Never become entangled with his blatant or slick, deceptive style of wordplay. Men are very receptive toward the detection of a woman in a prominent profession. That's why I urge women from all walks of life to engage each other. Engagement among strong women will increase the awareness factor. Awareness for male dominance should not be ignored, so as long as jealousy and or misery is excluded from these affairs. It's obvious. Only you have the potential to understand your desires. Potential effort is noteworthy. As you focus on what matters most, aspirations shall spring forth. Patience will definitely be put to the test. Identifying what we want is not difficult. It only seems unattainable because we are persuaded through distraction. You'll have to overcome obstacles that will present the challenge of adversity. You'll have to ignore the petty indoctrination of others' discouragement, because all too often do others offer their unwanted guidance. So steer clear of such information, because you are only one bad conversation away from disaster. In most cases, I've seen motivated people receive nonsensical messages. Those messages sometimes were compiled with condescending remarks, often reflecting jealousy. Forget everyone else. Destiny does not manifest in the form of tranquility. It's so simple, but we complicated simplicity. What's going to happen will. Try imagining your experience objectively. It might even take you a while toward determining your method of approach. Furthermore, even deciding your reason for a change requires justification. When you feel like you need justification, you are on the right path. So what exactly needs to be justified, you ask? Well, as humans, we react according to what we understand most. Most of us fear the unknown. Knowledge and understanding can both aid and harm you. If you fail to make proper use of your accessible tools, then optimizing your potential will also. We're all different. But in the case of self-development, I believe that evaluation requires solitude. Some women may even discover confinement as being advantageous. There's a question that I asked someone in opposition to individual therapy. I asked them, who knows what you want more than yourself? And of what substantial value could their rebuttal possibly contain? The latter is an example of personality types to avoid. These people are set on harvesting your good energy. They will either imply and or state their uninterest in your endeavors. For I strongly suggest to remain silent in one's dealings. There are those that will spare no expense at the cost of inhibiting your balance. Avoid them at all costs. No exceptions. No excuses. Keep afar therefrom, even if this does include relatives or kinship. You owe not anyone except for yourself. Remember that time can work either alongside your endeavors or otherwise. Whatever obstacles that seem to impede personal progression are temporary. For each moment spent worrying about distractions, a loss is incurred. In essence, you lose irreplaceable sums of opportunistic energy through panic. The healthy alternative suggests discovering a support system. A solid foundation is necessary for success. Oftentimes, people misconstruct the basic concept of building. Foundationally, you'll need something to rely upon. And what better person is there to rely on than you? Contrary to popular belief, I'm not referencing close family nor loved ones as your foundation. For it is imperative in coming to terms with reality. Your strongest attributes shall surface, following your self-reliance. You must establish a code of principles, and in turn, those principles must be founded with an intent to pursue the objective overall. When creating your code, keep only in mind the reality for which surrounds you, not what you already envision happening, because doing so is mandatory. To become a realist, you should accept that for what is, thus excluding wishful thinking. In this realm of realistic thinking, all hope is false, but outside it, all hope is not lost.